Bum, bum, bum. Hey, y'all, and welcome to another episode of MIA. I'm your host. I'm Nikki Says You Only Live Once, and today we'll be speaking to two special guests. So we'll be talking first about the historic Virginia Key Beach. They're celebrating 80 years, y'all, 80 years. And coming up next will be the return of the Creole Food Festival. Now, let's welcome our first guest today. She is the executive director and CEO of the historic Virginia Key Beach. Now, let's welcome Athlete Edwards to MIA Soul.
Hi, everyone. Thank you.
Hey, Athlete, good seeing you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing excellent. Good seeing you as well.
Okay, awesome, awesome. So again, the beach is celebrating 80 years. It's such a monumental milestone. Can you speak to the founding of the historic Virginia Key Beach Park and why its creation in 1945 was such a pivotal moment for Miami's Black community?
Absolutely. May in 1945, May 9th to be exact, 1945, some affluent individuals that were key to the Black community back then decided to do a protest and a wade-in at Haulover Beach in Miami-Dade County. From there, created obviously Virginia Key Beach Park, August 1st of 1945. We're definitely excited about our upcoming birthday. We want to make sure that our mission and vision is instilled in the Black culture itself, and just to make sure that the educational aspect and obviously the ecological aspect has not been written away. So we're excited about it.
Yeah, it's a really big milestone. And how has the park's legacy evolved over the decades? And what role has it played in Miami's broader civil rights movement?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. First and foremost, I want to make sure that everybody knows that August 1st, 2000, the state of Florida, designed it as Historic Virginia Key Beach Day. So obviously that's important too. We also are historic in nature in the registry. And as far as the civil rights movement, uh, D.A. Dorsey helped with that movement to make sure also Thomas E. Lawson as well. They were instrumental in making sure that people knew about the park. They wanted to make sure that we had a place to recreate. They wanted to make sure that African Americans were treated equally as other individuals. So, although we were separate, we wanted to make sure that we had a place that we could recreate. So, that's what's important to us.
And as far as the evolution, like how has that changed over the past, I guess, 80 years? I know it's a big attraction for the film industry, for a lot of different events, food festivals. So let's talk more about that part as well.
Well, back in the 80s, obviously everybody knows Uncle Luke. They used to have splashdowns when everyone was trying to separate themselves from hip hop. Since then, it's evolved. We are in high festival area. We have 80 acres, so that allows individuals to participate in events like Food, Wine, and Fed, Art with Me, Love Burn. We even hosted Ultra one year. So the fact that we're geographically located on the edge of Florida. We have a beautiful shoreline. We have three ecosystems. We're also able to tap into that dance movement, tap into that art movement. As it pertains to Black art, that's something that we're also trying to tap into as well. We're looking for partnerships to bring their arts and their events and their activations to the beach, to the park itself.
Yeah, it's a melting pot down here. So there's like so much art to bring. What does the theme from coastlines to communities and legacy in the sand mean to you personally? And how does it reflect the park's journey?
Well, for me, I live more inland. I'm not that close to the beach. So for me personally, we're trying to bring the individuals that are in the community to the coastline of Virginia Key Beach, obviously the coastline of Florida. We also have some areas like Brown Subs, Liberty City, Miami Gardens, Alapata. Those are more community based areas, but we want to conjure up those people and make sure that they know that this is still their beach, this is still their park, this place is still designated for them to have a place to recreate. Recreation for all, but never for them to forget that this is the Black beach.
So why is it? So why are they not like coming down to the coastline? So I know that they're more inland, like you said, Liberty City, over town, and so forth. So what is preventing them from coming down to gather at the historic beach?
Personally, from my perspective, I've been there about 2 years. I personally feel like transportation is an issue. We did a small project with Miami-Dade Transit where we were able to have a Black History tour. That was successful, and we feel like maybe that's something that we need to revisit in the future, having people have a centralized point to organize and then busing them to the beach. So providing them with free transportation, I think, would be helpful, and that's something that we're looking into exploring as well.
Okay, okay. So again, we are talking about the birthday, August 1st. It's the 80th celebration. So walk us through the vision behind the 3-day lineup of events.
Well, I know for sure we have obviously our birthday. And then the second day, we have like a self guided tour where kids can come get on water slides. They'll have food trucks available. The education department will be there as well. And then the third day, we have a poetry potluck where individuals are able to participate in spoken word. So we're definitely looking forward to our birthday weekend. It's a free event. You guys should come through. We're going to have lots of education, lots of information, and we just want to make sure that we bring love and peace to the beach and use it as it was designed.
Yeah, so I do want to call out and say that Virginia Key Beach is a Leo. You know what I'm saying? It's August 1st is the birthday, so I want to make sure I call that part out. so, so- but it sounds like a fun 3-day event. And again, you said there's going to be food trucks, there's going to be entertainment, it's going to be a great gathering of families and friends, and also there is transportation available for those that need it as well.
Yes, just let us know. You can definitely tap into our social media, Historic Virginia Key Beach. You can also email us at info at Virginia Key Beach Parknet. You can visit our website as well. Please get in contact with us. Let us know if transportation is needed. We'll be more than happy to organize it. We have about roughly 2 weeks left. So if there are any faith-based groups, any summer camps, any schools that need transportation to the event, I'll be more than happy to provide that for them.
So, what are some of the biggest challenges and opportunities you see when it comes to protecting and expanding this cultural space?
Well, since I've been there, I have identified the lack of funding is a major issue. We are thankful that being a quasi-instrumental agency that we get funding from the city of Miami. However, due to the size of the park, some of the infrastructure projects that need to be addressed, some of the safety concerns, we need additional funding. We have a mini train that has been down for a while. We have our main attraction, which is our carousel, that's also in disrepair. It needs attention. Our wedding gazebo, which was one of our revenue drivers, has also been dismantled during a hurricane. So if we have anybody that's looking to donate and get that gift receipt, write it off on your taxes, we'll be more than happy to put those dollars to work.
Yeah, okay. Please, y'all come out and support this historical site. And how can the local community and especially younger generations get involved in preserving and carrying this legacy forward?
Well, I'm happy that you asked. So we love to host different types of beach cleanups. We do them with large corporations, small groups, schools, you name it, we do it. So if you're interested in getting your environmental hat tapped on, definitely get in contact with us. We take monetary donations as well. And we also do on site field trips as well. If you're interested in either having a corporate meeting to learn more about the park, you want to come in person, or you'd like for us to visit your school. We have a full education department that consists of 2 teachers.
And as a virtual school visit as well, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, okay. And how can we find more details about the August 1st 80th celebration?
Well, it's definitely on Eventbrite. It's on our social media. You can also tap into the City of Miami's website as well. We have it listed with their public information office. We are located at 4020 Virginia Key Beach Drive. August 1st will be our birthday and celebration. So come on down. Feel free to contact us on LinkedIn and social media as well. Historic Virginia Key Beach Park.
Okay, well, Athalie, thank you so much. Very exciting. And again, we do have to come together and preserve this historic landmark. So thank you so much. And we'll see you on August 1st.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
me.
Thanks. And y'all, so coming up next, we'll be talking about the upcoming Creole Food Festival. But we got some bills to pay. We got a quick commercial. We'll be right back.
History? Yeah, we built that. Pride? We fuel that. And on August 30th, we run that. Two powerhouse HBCUs, Howard Bison, FAMU Rattlers, one legendary showdown under the Miami lights at Hard Rock Stadium. The energy unmatched. The culture undeniable. The vibes straight HBCU. Get your crew. You don't want to miss this. Lock in your seats now at orangeblossomclassic.com.
Miami-Dade is filled with dreams, talent, love. At the Children's Trust, we are dedicated to nurturing the potential of every child and family with hundreds of trust-funded programs. Find a program at thechildrenstrust.org.
Help comes in many forms. As a Miami-Dade County bus operator, you can help your community, help those in need, and even help yourself. Operators have the opportunity to earn more than $50,000 a year plus built-in overtime, earn more than 13 paid holidays and vacation days, and take advantage of the tuition reimbursement program. Plus, qualified new drivers will receive a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Become a driving force in our community. Apply now at miamidade.gov/busdriver.
School's almost back, but first, let's have some fun. It's the Children's Trust Family Expo, packed with music, shows, and back-to-school supplies. Join us August 2nd at the Fuchs Pavilion at Miami-Dade Fairgrounds. We'll even help you get there. It's easy with an Uber voucher, good for up to $15 each way. Free entry, free parking, free family joy. Visit thechildrenstrust.org/Family Expo for details. Let's go to the Family Expo. Uber voucher terms and conditions apply.
And welcome back. So now my favorite topic, it's about food. So let's welcome the co-founder of this year's Creole Food Festival, Fabrice Armand. And you're not a stranger to MIA Soul. Welcome back. How you doing today?
Oh, Nikki, thank you so much for having me again. I am grateful and glad to be at MIA one more time because whenever I speak to you guys, it always feels like home. So
yes,
happy to be
welcome
here.
back. I know you're between New York and here, so welcome back, to the MIA.
I know.
So what inspired you to create the Creole Food Festival, and what did you feel was missing from the culinary scene in the U.S. that this festival now fulfills?
I think that in particular, the first thing that was missing is that there was a need to create a platform that highlights chefs of color. The reason for that is that a lot of these chefs of color have to work 5 times as hard to gain the notoriety of their white counterparts. So what we wanted to do, and after listening to them and their plight and how certain medias are not even like showcasing them in a positive way, we thought that the festival would be another way for them to showcase their creativity and showcase their talent. The second thing that we wanted to do is that we wanted to educate people about Creole because there's this grand misconception that Creole is only in Haiti and New Orleans, and it's far from the truth. You have countries in Africa that represent Creole. You have countries in Latin America and South America that represent Creole. And in addition, in the south of the U.S., when you think about gula geechee and all that stuff, that is Creole food. So whether you call it Creole, you call it Creole, you call it Criollo, you call it Criulu, you call it Garifuna, we wanted to bring everybody together so that they understand what brings them together. Lastly, the thing that we wanted to do too is in a world that everybody wants to separate themselves and showcase how different they are, we wanted to bring people around each other so that they understand that there are threads that unite us and that helps us become stronger as a human society.
Yeah, I had no idea there were so many ways to pronounce Creole. The last 2 ways, I was what? Like
Yes.
Okay. So with Creole, is it a particular spice and seasoning, or is it like the way how the food is cooked? What makes it Creole?
It is. Is it a mixture of the spice and the way that it's cooked, but it's also to how the food was translated from West Africa And actually, depending on how the colonizers had brought the slaves over, you could either have Creole when it's actually, when you think about Martinique and Guadeloupe, that's Creole in itself, because they were influenced by the French. When you think about Criollo or Crioulo, they were actually influenced by the Spaniards. And then when you think about Gula Geechee and so forth, so it really translates to how the diaspora and the food has translated and created our community pertaining to it.
Wow, okay. So, what are some exciting features or standout events guests can expect this year? Anything new or never seen before?
Oh, we did a complete revamp of the Creole Food Festival. This time, we used to do just one grand tasting event during 2 days. So now we've created a couple of different events. We've created a Creole brunch, which is actually a little bit more intimate and actually a little bit upscale. We actually created another event called the Creole Carnival, which is a mixture of fry it, grill it, and barbecue it. Because whether you are from Africa, you're from the Caribbean, you are from Latin America, we have a different way of frying, of grilling, and barbecuing. So having that infusion of like spices and culture is a different thing that is different in one of our programs. We also have our top of the notch event which is a dinner with the stars, which is when you have 5 different chefs that are stars in themselves, are paired with cultural stars in terms of their right, whether it is painting, whether it is in singing and art, and then you bring them all together and create an event that translates and talks to Creole people and Creole food.
Yes, any particular chefs that's new this year?
Ooh, yes, we do. We have Whitney Thomas, who is a new chef that we're bringing to Miami. Whitney Thomas is known as one of the top female chefs changing the face of culinary in the South. We also have Chef Paul, who is from Barbados. We also are bringing back Chef Christina Coupet. We didn't use her last year, but she's the Food Network Chop Grand Champion. Not only was she a champion, she beat all the champions at the same time. And then we also have our regulars that we usually use that are really stellar in Miami, the Iries, the Tias, and so forth. But it is a great representation of new talent, old talent, and really extremely talented chefs coming together to create an incredible environment.
Yeah, they're representing the diaspora most
Yes.
definitely. So, can you tell us more about the signatures of the NYCCFF drinks and how beverage culture is woven into the festival?
So the NYCCFF drinks really touch the bases in the diaspora. So for example, you think about drinks that are made with passion fruit, that are made with coconut, that are made with grenadine, that are made with I think like you guys call it kashima. So we're really like importing some of these fruits that are either from Africa, from the Caribbean, from Latin America, and creating these infusion of cocktails that you would not normally get anywhere else. Or the flavors will be different because some of the mixologists that we're using as well are creating their drinks and bringing them over to the festival.
Oh my God, that's so exotic. When you said passion fruit, I was like, yes, most definitely.
Yes, refreshing.
Can we add some like sorrel or
Oh, oh,
tamarind to it as well?
I
Guava?
actually wanted to say that, but I know that like we're small on timing. I didn't want to name all the fruits from the diaspora. Then we'll be here for a long time.
For a long time. All right, so y'all have to pull up and check out which exotic fruits they'll be using in the exotic drinks. Okay.
Yeah.
So, what role do the participating tourism boards? I think Greater Miami CVB is one of the sponsors. So, what role do the tourism boards and cultural organizations play in shaping the experience?
I think in particular for us, the Greater Miami Visit and Convention Bureau has been a partner in us getting the word out. Some of the tourism board, what it does for them as well is they are able to highlight the cultural relevance of the tourism board within the whole realm of the Creole Food Festival. So that is a really great component. I think we're still building that, and we want to continue building that in the future, which is one of the things that we're working on as well. I think it's also a way for them to actually, for us to bring the Caribbean or to bring Africa or to bring Latin America and South America to the different cities that we're doing the food festival. So similar to when CTO, the Caribbean Tourism Organization, does that major event, this is another great piece where culturally it's culturally relevant and it's culturally aware.
Yeah. And as the co-founder, what's been one of your most meaningful moments or memories since launching the festival?
There are two. So the first one is when people that attend the food festival that are living here are saying that the food that they're tasting reminds them of their parents' cooking, their grandparents' cooking, and how it's a vivid memory of who they were. And when they were young, like getting the food for the grandmama and grandfather, that is like really authenticity. And that's one of the things that we pride ourselves in. The other thing that is very important, we have, whether it is Caron Butler from the Miami Heat or any of the New York Knicks players, Caron Butler in particular last year said that this is one of the best festivals that he's ever attended with his wife and daughter. And mind you, this gentleman has traveled the world, has won championships, is a coach for the Miami Heat, and is telling us a small festival that usually doesn't get any funding, that we're still doing this festival with no sponsors, no funding, and so forth, but we're still showcasing on a level that actually puts the standard up high.
Yeah, and I think that's great. Like when it's smaller, it's more intimate.
Mhm.
I've been to like the big food festivals, but the more smaller, it's just more intimate. You can speak to the chefs, you can taste. They're not like rushing, trying to high volume and give out the samples or the foods. So they take their time and they actually take the time to explain to you how it was made, the seasoning that they used to make it. So it's a whole different. It's more intimate, and also with the diaspora and generations, it's good that we preserve this for the younger generation, Caribbean or not. It's great for them to still see that cooking is still living, is still thriving. Because one thing that being Jamaican, I don't want to see that the younger generation forget about the foundation of Caribbean food. It should always continue to evolve and last as they grow and get older and they have their kids and they have their kids. So this festival is an introduction to the youth that may not have been exposed to Caribbean food from the diaspora, and to those that have been exposed, and to keep it going. So thank you, Fabrice, for this experience. I've been to the past ones. It's phenomenal. You always hand select the best chefs to represent the diaspora. So looking forward to this year.
And looking forward to people attending as well. And again, thank you again for having us. It's always a pleasure. I feel like the interviews with you, I'm always kind of like going back home and talking to a sister and an aunt and so forth. So thank you again for having us.
Thank you so much.
All right. Take care.
You too. Bye. And y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. So again, we are celebrating the big 80th birthday for the historic Virginia Key Beach. Make sure that you go out and support. And also the Creole Food Festival. It's back for the third time within South Florida. So thank y'all so much. And we'll see you soon on another episode of MIA. So...
History? Yeah, we built that. Pride? We fuel that. And on August 30th, we run that. Two powerhouse HBCUs, Howard Bison, FAMU Rattlers, one legendary showdown under the Miami lights at Hard Rock Stadium. The energy unmatched. The culture undeniable. The vibes straight HBCU. Get your crew. You don't want to miss this. Lock in your seats now at orangeblossomclassic.com.
Miami-Dade is filled with dreams, talent, love. At the Children's Trust, we are dedicated to nurturing the potential of every child and family with hundreds of trust-funded programs. Find a program at thechildrenstrust.org.
Help comes in many forms. As a Miami-Dade County bus operator, you can help your community, help those in need, and even help yourself. Operators have the opportunity to earn more than $50,000 a year plus built-in overtime, earn more than 13 paid holidays and vacation days, and take advantage of the tuition reimbursement program. Plus, qualified new drivers will receive a $5,000 sign-on bonus. Become a driving force in our community. Apply now at miamidade.gov/busdriver.
School's almost back, but first, let's have some fun. It's the Children's Trust Family Expo, packed with music, shows, and back-to-school supplies. Join us August 2nd at the Fuchs Pavilion at Miami-Dade Fairgrounds. We'll even help you get there. It's easy with an Uber voucher, good for up to $15 each way. Free entry, free parking, free family joy. Visit thechildrenstrust.org/Family Expo for details. Let's go to the Family Expo. Uber voucher terms and conditions apply.
At DRT Behavioral Services, we provide culturally sensitive mental health evaluations with thorough treatment plans, incorporating alternative forms of wellness, not just Western traditional medicine. Besides medication management and psychotherapy, we provide education to people in the areas of minority mental health with classes on your diet's impact on mood and sleep hygiene for better rest. We also offer weight loss therapy, massages, and facials. Visit brainlovehelp.com today.
Care is a priority.
To learn more, please give us a call